Sunday at Cobb's Pub in San Francisco. Will you please help me welcome Mr. Kevin Nealon?
Thank you very much. I really enjoy doing this. You know, it's a lot of fun, you know? You get to travel around a lot. It gets lonely sometimes, though. You go to these little cities and you stay in these hotels and you don't know anybody or anything. I used to call my girlfriend on weekends, but that didn't work out very well. And what they say, calling long distance is the next best thing to being there, right? I say the next best thing to being there is being with someone that looks similar. That's right. I met a girl in a bar one night. I was sitting at the bar talking to some guy, you know, some black guy. I think he was black. He might have been navy blue. The light wasn't that good. But I met this girl. Nice girl. I guess she had been drinking a little bit, but, you know, I'm sure she still had it all together. So I carried her outside, you know. I just kind of propped her up against the wall. I didn't know what to do. It was like one of those cartoons, you know. I had a vision of this little devil sitting on my shoulder saying, "Yeah, go ahead, get her. Come on, jump on her. What are you waiting for? What are you, scared? Come on." But then on this shoulder, that kind little angel saying, "Yeah, go ahead, get her. Come on." I didn't touch her. I was really tempted to take advantage of her, but I'm not that kind of guy, you know. It's the way you're brought up, I guess. I don't know. I took her wallet. Oh, yeah. You gotta have the cash, you know. Hey, some people are crazy. They'll do anything for money. I read about these two guys last year. They robbed a bank, you know. And they didn't want to be recognized, so they pulled nylon stockings over their heads. Actually, these guys used pantyhose. So, you know, they had to walk really close together when they did it. But, hey, they did it, and they got the cash, you know? There's some crazy people out there. You can never be too careful. I had a weird thing happen to me last night. I was driving home. In fact, it's right out here on Alameda Street, thanks. And I had a rental car. I thought it was an automatic. That's why I'd been driving it for the last couple of days, you know? And I started to smell something burn. So I pulled over and I got out of the car, and I realized it wasn't an automatic, you know. It's one of those stick shifts, whatever it is. I'm not a mechanic. I don't know the terms, you know. So I got out of the car and I locked it up, and I'm walking down Alameda Street, and it's not the safest place in the world. And this was late too. It was about
12 o'clock.
About 12 o'clock. And so, you know, I'm walking down Alameda Street, and I'm getting a little scared. I mean, I could take care of myself. You know, I'm not a wimp or anything. In fact, for about 4 years, I was stationed over in Guam. I'm not kidding around. This is a true story. I'm not kidding around. And I had some incredible experiences over there. In fact, I remember one time I was walking through the jungle. I was out on patrol, and I wasn't paying attention, and I was daydreaming, and I got lost. And the next thing I knew, I was surrounded by a group of pygmies. Actually, they were pygmy hookers, is what they were. And this is one of the infamous tribes of southern Guam. That's their name, hookers. That's what they call them. These guys are pretty notorious, from what I heard. They're known for their bad breath. Bad breath. They have these bad breath torture techniques that they use. I'm not kidding around. So, you know, I was kind of, you know. Lethargic. Oh, who's telling a story here? So anyway, it was just like out of a movie. They captured me, and they took me back to their camp, and I had no underwear. I had no underwear on. I was cool, you know, but I got back to the camp, and they threw me in this little smelly...
Cesspool!
Hold on now. They threw me in this little smelly Volkswagen. And I was in there for quite a while. So I, you know... So I knew I had to get out of there. I mean, I was in there for about 4 days. They weren't feeding me anything. I was starving. I was cold. I was coming down with hemorrhoids. So one day, when they were all in the middle of camp doing something, they were going through their rituals. These guys, they worship this giant whoopee cushion. When they were doing all that, I just climbed out of the sunroof and I escaped. But you know something? I learned a lesson from my experience. You know? I have a message down here. I have a message. I'm not out here just,
Break and win.
break and win. No. I'm not. I have a message. And the message is this. If you're ever walking alone at night, keep your eyes open. You know, maybe carry a can of cheese whiz. And that way, you know, if you're ever... Whoa, let me handle this. I don't need any help. No, that way, if you're ever naked, you could just smear it all over you and nobody will say anything. But that's basically what I'm trying to say. And you've been a nice audience, and I think that just about wraps up my career.